that's much better. Let me have a quick check at the fall. Oh, that's really loud. 1 second. Let me turn that down a little bit. I'm sorry, the game music dies when I defocus.
Books I've never read.
The forest is back? What forest? Where's the forest? I'm not seeing it. I am so confused. Anyway, so the last thing we did was we called that at the forest of no whoops no game on screen. Okay, I see. All right. Oh, it's that forest. Okay, I see.
Why did you?
Ah, we rewinded a little bit. Okay. The font why is the font broken? What the fuck? I hate Windows updates so much. Give me 1 second. It's broken. Okay, whatever. We're gonna keep bowling. I'm not gonna fix that right now. Okay. I mean, it's fine. It is fine, but I wish it wasn't like that. Okay, we have to reach the asylum, right? So... Did we get a phone number? From somewhere? What did we do last time? Let me ask again.
Exactly?
A few.
You think it's a good idea?
I told you, you can still.
Wouldn't you?
We already asked all of this. So this is all bunch of stuff that we already went through. Let me
Okay,
just
so
have a
the
look again.
picture is more.
Okay. That's all done. But what I need to figure out now is... I think I had something with the phone number. No, there it is, there it is, there it is. 555-966. Okay, I'm sorry. The continue in this game is a little weird sometimes, and it manages to save in places that don't make almost too much sense. Okay, let's give them a ring, because we were supposed to drive there, right? Okay, so for those of you who... I'm gonna skip this either way. So what happened was...
So...
Skip, we already did that. What do you mean? Oh shit, why did I skip that part? Why can I not go there? Oh, fuck my life. What did I do?
So it'd be back.
I need to call Lewis, I remember. Because I need to get Lewis to fill in for... what's his face? Lewis's number is 932, okay. So we got Zip to confess last time that he threw away a body which contained Ib's brother. So Ib is the mobster behind this whole thing. Okay, so we're gonna call Lewis to give Marty a bedroom, and then we're gonna go there.
Hey, Lewis, it's...
Okay, we did it.
Sorry for the...
Don't worry.
Okay, that's done. Ah, there we go. Okay. Alright, perfect. Let's go. Oh, that took way longer than I wanted to.
I slept like I used to sleep years ago. Like a miner or a soldier.
Is he sleeping on the couch?
Dead tired.
Poor
Then I saw
Sonny.
Tessa, my darling little daughter. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't recall her face. I reached out to her, but she just kept getting further and further away. Then I saw Molly. But she wasn't real. Just the ghost of a memory. I'm here, I cried. But all I heard was laughter. Not hers. Who's there? Suddenly, she appeared. Natasha just stood there laughing, but her eyes were cold. Then she said something. Painted red, painted red, painted red. That was just a dream, Sonny. Nothing more. I looked at Marty and I saw the same thing in his eyes as he probably saw in mine.
Oh,
it's time to hit the brakes, to turn back, go home and forget about all of this. Of course, I stepped on the gas instead.
I'm supposed to switch out the model. I forgot about that. 1 second.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting anything good, but this...
Because we were going to be using this instead. No. No, 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 no. That's a very... Oops, sorry. That's a very cool one, but I wanted to use this one. Hello? Can you move when I talk? That would be really cool. Thank you. What about now? Ah, that's much better. Okay, we're appropriate now. I'm pretty sure he has a room, but we don't talk about the state of the room. Yeah, I don't feel it's going to be very great either. All right. So,
oh, just like a horror movie.
I was thinking the same.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Let's hope so.
Oh, yeah, I don't like the look of this. It's a weird painting, window, corridor.
This guy seems strangely familiar to me.
You don't say. You've been treated here too. That would explain a lot.
God damn it, Sonny.
Oh, don't be stupid. I'm serious. Take a closer look.
No.
Well?
No, it can't be. Are you telling me it's him? M.B. Davis himself?
I'm sure of it, pal. It seems the gossip was true. The eternal king of jazz in a madhouse.
Oh, no. The poor devil.
Poor guy. Driven mad by the jazz. Alright, let's have a chat with the nurse.
Of all the great wild ones.
Oh shit. Hello?
Greetings, miss.
Is it really you?
Well, yes.
Yes, it really is you. The chicken police.
The chicken police. We're here.
I'm afraid so.
Of all that's furry and plumey, that's fantastic. Oh my goodness.
Miss, we'd like to ask...
Please, don't be scared. I'm just really excited. You know, I've read every book about you and your adventures, and I even collected newspaper articles when I was a little girl.
I'm starting to understand why you're here.
Indeed.
You can't imagine what an honor it is to meet you in person.
We really...
Oh God. Take a deep breath, Miranda. Take a deep breath.
Are you okay, miss?
Yes, I am. I just needed some air. So, dear detectives, Santino and Martin, what can I do for you?
Well, miss, we have some questions, if you don't mind.
I'd love to answer all of your questions, detectives.
This is gonna be the worst interrogation we'll ever do in this series. Alright. What about the asylum?
Say, miss, what can you tell us about this place?
Our institution was standing even before the Great Meat War, and during the war, it was transformed into a military hospital. Since then, we're relentlessly working on treating injured minds under the leadership of Dr. Quetzel, the famous specialist.
Dr. Quetzel?
The place seems pretty empty. Do many people work here?
We have 32 residents and 7 nurses, including me. We also have a 3-person maintenance and cleaning staff, and, of course, the heart and soul of our institution, Dr. Quetzel himself.
There's only one doctor here. Okay.
I see. Now, this Dr. Quetzel, is he the director here?
Exactly. Director, scientist, researcher, patron, and doctor. And even a friend.
I'm starting to feel this place does not get a lot of peer reviewing.
Quite a guy.
He certainly is.
Alright, well... Of course he's called Dr. Sessus. Quetzalcoatl. Beautiful. Alright, let's go have a chat. Let's ask her about him.
So who is this Dr. Quetzal exactly?
He's a world-famous researcher of the mind, Mr. Featherland. He published countless books in the fields of psychology and psychotherapy.
Psycho... what?
Unraveling the mind. It's the most crucial mission of the century, Mr. McChicken.
That's really good to know.
So this doctor's some celebrity, right? Does he usually meet other important persons?
Doctor and researcher in an asylum. I have a bad feeling about him. No, there's a reason this place is 6 hours away from everything else. In some kind of rundown, haunted house. That should have already tipped you off that this was not gonna be a good place to be.
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
Well, like Mr. Hobart Wessler, for example.
Ah, yes. That's something you should ask the doctor himself, but unfortunately, I don't think he has time right now.
Well, he better make some time. We drove all the way here.
He's swamped, is he?
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. He is very, very, very busy. All the time.
I thought so.
Let's ask about the bracelet.
What can you say about this, miss? Have you seen anything like it?
Of course. Our residents wear these for identification. But how did you come by it? They only wear them inside the institution.
You're meaning to say you let them outside without the bracelet?
Huh. I see.
The wristband does belong to one of our residents. But I'm afraid I'm not allowed to tell you more due to regulations.
I'm sorry to tell you, Miranda, but by now he has become an ex-resident.
Oh, come on, Miranda. It's us, the chicken police.
God damn it, Marty, playing it dirty.
I'm sorry, I can't.
I'm thinking about stealing this font, by the way, because it's really nice.
Miranda, this case is a matter of life and death. Lives are in your hands.
All right. All right. I'll do it. Albert Wessler. The patient's name is Albert Thaddeus Wessler.
Okay, so that confirms what Zip told us.
Figures. Just as we thought.
Thank you, Miranda. We'll never forget this.
Please, don't make me blush. And don't tell anyone you heard it from me.
Oh, we won't. I promise.
So, what about this Albert?
So when can we talk to Mr. Wessler?
I need to ask Dr. Quetzal. Please wait here.
Thank you.
There's a staircase here.
Dr. Quetzal will see you. He's waiting for you in his office. Up the stairs, all the way down the hall, until the last door.
Oh, so now he does have time. Okay.
What a surprise. It's enough to mention Wessler's name and all the doors are open.
I wouldn't want to get mixed up in this, but do you think Albert is in danger?
He was, but not so much anymore.
Danger? What do you mean?
We haven't heard from him since he disappeared, and we're really, really worried.
I see. We don't know yet, miss, but let's hope for the best.
You're gonna need a lot of hope for this one.
Great wild ones protect him.
Alright.
Where is he?
No idea, Marty.
The smell of all that's furry. I'll never get used to it.
Well, reptiles have a disgusting body odor, Marty, but they feel exactly the same about us. Exactly.
Ah, shit, he heard.
Great wild ones, you scared the hell out of me.
I already sensed your arrival from afar. You know, snakes have a different sense of smell, and birds used to be our prey once upon a time.
Well, yeah. Luckily, we're living in civilized times.
Lucky. Please take a seat. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Alright, let's have a quick look around at this study. The desk, window. It's kinda run down, isn't it? There's all this broken wallpaper. There's some kind of medicine box. Let's have a
An
look at the
isle
desk.
of reason in a sea of insanity.
Insanity is such a strong word, and it's mostly an abstract idea. Where does insanity start, and how long is one not insane? Interesting questions. Am I normal, or are you? Maybe neither of us.
You see, that's something I think about a lot nowadays.
If you like, I can give you an appointment.
I think I'm good.
Oh, this is your chance, Sonny. Don't miss it. We're already here.
Marty, clock up.
Okay, let's have a chat.
To be honest, gentlemen, your visit is anything but a surprise. I could even say I was expecting it.
What an introduction.
Please forgive me. I have the bad habit of immediately getting into the middle of things. How very rude of me. My name is Dr. Quetzalcoatl, but most call me Dr. Quetzal to keep it simple.
The name is Santino Featherland, and this is my partner, Martin McChicken, from
the Predatory Division of the Clawville Police Department. Your fame is one step ahead of you.
Predatory division. Oh, right. Right, because that is a thing in this world. That would make a lot of sense to have this as the... I don't know what they call that unit in the real police. They're not going to call it the murder division, but that one.
We're used to it.
Certainly.
We have some questions about one of your patients, if you don't mind. We'd like to talk to him, if that's possible.
Please be specific, detective.
Okay, so Santino is playing the card of getting Dr. Quetzal to trip himself up, because we already know that Albert is indisposed.
Look, Doctor, we're too tired to play cat and mouse. Not that snake and chicken sounds any better.
Very funny, I must say. Just what I expected from you two detectives.
We know you know it's about Albert Wessler, Ibn Wessler's secret twin. Ever since we've said his name, all the doors have miraculously opened. That's what we call a bullseye.
Well, yes. Why should I deny it? We're talking about a rather illustrious patient here, who's also a very particular medical case.
Now, that's much more interesting. So, are you willing to talk about him?
Let's have a chat.
Because Albert, regrettably, has disappeared, and you are police detectives, I have no reason not to talk to you. Of course, I'm at your service, but you must understand, I can't disclose information about my patients.
Not even if it's a matter of life and death?
Everything's a matter of life and death in here, detective. This is a hospital, even if it's primarily for the mind, not the body.
I can't say I really like the tone of Dr. Quetzal.
Still, I'd like to give the impossible a try.
Please, detective, just do your job, and I'll do mine.
All right, let's ask. So what about Wessler?
How long was Albert a resident of the institution?
For quite some time, his first symptoms surfaced in his teens. Depression, panic attacks, and schizophrenia.
The full bingo. What a poor guy.
Was he brought here immediately after the first signs that something wasn't right?
You know, the biggest problem with an opinion on insanity is that animals are ashamed of it. That's the reason our institution stands out here in the middle of nowhere.
Because animals would rather hide what they're afraid to face.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
As far as I know, the Wessler family wasn't exceptionally wealthy.
Indeed, they were rather poor, but we offer our services gratis.
For free?
Then how do you sustain yourselves?
By the grace of the treasury of King Hector III, of course.
Ah, it's free because it's being paid with taxpayer money.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
My family and the royal dynasty had always been on good terms, Mr. Santino.
Alright. Let's have a chat about
What
the
kind of a
asylum
place
itself.
is this exactly? I assume it wasn't built as an insane asylum.
It used to be a mansion. Construction started during the occupation in 622. Then it stood empty for almost a century, until finally it went to the crown of Cloville when Hector's great-grandfather took the throne. The rest is history.
Okay, so interestingly enough, that means that the timeline in this universe is about, their date system is about 1,000 years back, I would estimate, compared to ours, because if the occupation was in 622, a century, so that would be about 720, 730, and then Hector's great-grandfather took the throne, so that's about 3 generations, so that would mean that it's currently the year 800 or something in this universe. That's interesting.
How long have you been working here?
I've worked here for more than 30 years, but it's been in my family's possession for almost 150 years.
Ah, no, wait, was that the original Hector or Hector III? Because if this house has been owned by them for about 150
So
years.
if I count correctly, as soon as it went to the crown, it was seized by your family.
That's almost accurate, Mr. Featherland.
What a lovely inheritance.
Alright, let's
Tell
ask
me,
about...
Doctor, do you know Madame Zavas?
Just like everybody else, I've heard of her, but I never had the pleasure of meeting her in person. I'm sure she's an interesting case.
Interesting for sure. Very theory experience. Would not recommend. 0 out of 10.
Oh, you can be sure about that. I'd gladly get you two together if I had the chance. A spare cell would suit her very much.
Is that so?
As it turns out, she likes small, narrow, secret places.
Oh, I see. What a coincidence.
Alright, let's question.
Dr. Quetzal's a real mystery. But I can turn that to my advantage. I just need to focus on the strangest pieces of the puzzle.
Alright, let's ask about Albert.
So when did Albert become a resident of your institute?
Albert and Hobart, or Ibn as you call him, arrived here almost exactly 4 years ago.
Ibn. Albert and Hobart. Okay, Ibn is Hobart, that's true.
Could you describe that day more specifically?
It was not long after New Year's Eve, maybe the first week of the year, if I'm not mistaken. It was sleeting that day. Wind was banging incessantly on the windows. The power was going out for short periods of time.
You remember this from 4 years ago? My man, I don't even remember whether it was last week.
What was your first impression of them?
I already knew the Wessler name. I knew who they were. Or at least I knew one of them, Hobart Wessler. He was famous. Gangster, moneylender, celebrity, lover.
And Albert?
He was new to me, an invisible gray ghost. The family had tried to keep his existence a secret.
Why?
Because they were ashamed of him, of course, Mr. Featherland. That's how it usually is.
What was your first impression of him?
He was silent, but observed everything that surrounded him. His eyes were constantly moving, never stopped for a second.
Was he afraid?
I wouldn't say so. It seemed to me that he wanted to move into our institution voluntarily. It looked as if he couldn't wait to be here, alone, locked up in silence and darkness.
Not really buying that, but okay.
Didn't you think of that as unusual?
Of course I did, but who am I to judge? It was rather special treatment.
Alright. So maybe we can ask about the special treatment?
What kind of special treatment did Albert get?
You know, if an institution like ours has to accept a Wessler as a guest, there's bound to be some favoritism.
And complete secrecy, I guess.
Yes, but that's the case for all our patients, Mr. Featherland.
Of course. So in what way did he receive more than the others?
Basically, we don't admit anyone into our institution without a complete and thorough prior assessment. In the case of Albert, we put that aside.
So Albert got admitted without being diagnosed.
So you didn't even know if he had anything wrong with him?
Which is exactly what Sonny says.
Initially, no. He was more of a guest than a patient.
Okay. How did you see Albert when you first met? Daydreamer. You think he was a threat? How did he relate to you?
How did Albert relate to you?
Albert was immensely sophisticated and polite, so much so that his true emotions and thoughts could not be deciphered.
And that's why you thought of him as an exciting case.
That's right, Mr. Featherland. I see you're starting to get to know me in some way.
And it's kind of my job getting to know people enough to pry the deets out of them.
I'm just doing my job, Doctor.
You and me both.
Alright. So are you telling me Albert has... Okay, so this is a very common mistake, by the way. So, because we mentioned schizophrenia before, so multiple personality, or I think it can also be called identity dissociation disorder, or dissociative identity disorder, is not the same as schizophrenia, and it's a very common mistake. And I think probably Dr. Quetzal is going to point us to that one.
Are you telling me Albert had multiple personalities?
We found out very quickly that there was no other reason for the cause of his seizures. He had a cold and calculating personality who sometimes, especially on stormy days, took the reins over their shared mind.
Okay, so to be precise here, what Dr. Quetzal is describing is that Albert had dissociative identity disorder, which is what most people know as multiple personalities. And it's not the same thing as schizophrenia. The one theory we had before is looking more and more true. The one where Albert and where Ibn and Albert could swapped. I mean, it could explain why it would explain why the person the Ibn we met is acting very strangely. That is true. But we don't know that yet. And I think in that investigation thing, that was one of the options, and it was not considered right. But maybe that could also be because that would be the game telling us that our conclusion is right.
He had these seizures from the beginning.
Wait, yes, seizures.
Yes, Mr. Featherland, but they started to intensify after Albert left our institution for the first time.
He did what? Left the institution? More than once?
Oh, yes, Mr. Featherland. Albert left the institution on several occasions until the last time, when he failed to come back.
So he gets to leave. Just like that. So that does lead credence to the theory we had before about them being swapped. But you do need to remember that this institution is very far away from everything else.
Quetzal's not only very observant, but he's addicted to details. I must focus on that if I want to get closer to the truth. Focus. Addicted to details.
Okay, so when and why did he leave?
When and why did Albert leave the institution for the first time?
It was about 2 years ago. Mr. Hobart Wessler appeared and demanded we let his brother go free. Naturally, we obliged. We had no idea if we'd ever see him again.
But you did.
He returned the same day. Albert was ecstatic. He was unrestrained. I could almost say happy.
That does lead a lot of credence to the swap theory.
That was unusual for him?
I had never seen him like that before, Mr. Featherland. He just smiled and stared at the empty wall for hours.
That is very strange behavior.
Did he ever tell you what happened to him outside?
Of course he did. Albert and I had a good relationship. He was working on a painting for his brother.
Was it a painting of a lovely lady cat?
Oh, exactly. So you already knew about that.
Yes, Dr. Quetzal, I've seen it.
That's probably the painting that we saw in Natasha's mansion. The very abstract one. Did he tell you about the relationship? Did he ever talk about Natasha? Let's ask about the painting, because that's a very detailed thing, right?
So Albert left on many occasions to continue working on the painting.
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. Every time he came back, he was like a different person. But unfortunately, his seizures also multiplied and became more dangerous.
Okay, so by seizures, he probably means the personality switch. Okay.
More dangerous.
Albert was hurting himself. And on one occasion, he even tried to hurt me. It was unprecedented. It seemed his confined personality was taking over their shared mind entirely, piece by piece.
Do you think the painting caused it?
Not the painting, Mr. Featherland.
Was he jealous?
But its subject.
Jealousy is always a good motive, isn't it?
Exactly. He was obsessed, right until that fateful day when he returned to us for the last time.
What exactly happened that day, Doctor?
It wasn't Hobart who brought his brother back that day, but two of his gorillas. Not literally, I mean. And Albert was in a terrible, terrible state.
Okay, so brought back by two henchmen. I'm gonna guess it's the same two that we have, and we were unfortunate to have a run-in on several occasions.
What happened to him?
I don't like to talk about that, Mr. Featherland.
He was beaten up. Okay. Roughened up.
It could be vital to the case, Dr. Quetzal. Don't back down.
Oh, you're right. There's no use turning back now. So, Albert's tongue was torn out.
Oof.
Or cut off, I don't know exactly. And he was blinded in one eye. Or rather, one of his eyes was missing entirely.
Okay, so that if Dr. Quetzal is not lying, that immediately kills the swap theory, because the Wessler brother we met was very much capable of talking and had both eyes.
So you're saying Albert was brought back horribly mutilated?
That, or they found somebody else, but that's a stretch.
Yes. and they didn't give any explanation as to what had happened. They simply told me it was some kind of accident.
I mean... Okay, so it's really cruel, but what I'm thinking is, if you... Oh, but how do you find someone... You'd have to find someone who looks exactly the same as the twins. That cannot be that easy, right?
Dr. Quetzal is cold and professional, but he's also very confused. Maybe it's cruel, but I must exploit his vulnerability if I want to learn everything about Albert.
Okay. Let's ask about the injury, which is pretty bad, but...
Maybe it's not easy for you to talk about it, but did you examine his wounds thoroughly?
I'm not that kind of doctor, Mr. Featherland, but even I could determine his tongue was either cut out or bitten off, and his eye was gouged out. He also had several broken bones.
Not in the best of states, huh?
But there's no doubt it wasn't an accident.
I don't believe it was, Mr. Featherland.
I totally agree.
Okay. Alright. What was his condition?
Together, Doctor. What was Albert's condition after the incident?
I really like that both options were pull your shit together.
Mind your tone, detective.
Sorry, Doc, but I can see you're disturbed by these memories.
How could I not be? I'm not a monster. We're talking about a mutilated animal here.
So, what was he like after the incident?
Even more silent than ever. No surprise, I suppose. He was not only silent in words, but also in his soul and spirit.
The swap could still have happened. Oh, yes, it could. Well, it is still possible, because what could have happened is they brought Ibn, so got swapped for Ibn. Ibn got mutilated, so he cannot talk, which is very sad, but it would make a very good way of a very good way of not, well, he can't snitch. And then, but then why would they dispose of him? It would be much easier to keep him there because you have an instant alibi, right? If you made that's what bothers me a little bit, which is, okay, so you do this horrible thing and then you do the swap. But then why would you need to get rid of the brother? Because he cannot snitch. He cannot take. He could take revenge, but leaving out of a mental institution is not so easy, especially if something like this happens and you say you have to keep him there.
What do you mean by that?
He never painted anything again. And his seizures...
Oh, okay, this is important. He doesn't have the problem anymore. Okay, then we're back to the swap. We are on the swap train. So how did Albert disappear?
How did Albert disappear?
A few weeks later, Hobart came to visit Albert one more time. Albert had been in terrible condition by then. We even had to transfer him to another cell, a more safe one.
Oh.
What did Hobart do during the visit?
He didn't do anything. He just sat and watched his brother, who was in an almost vegetative state by then.
Couldn't you manage to draw anything out of him? You or Hobart?
Nothing. For a while, he was trying to signal something. Perhaps he was too afraid. And most likely his fingers had been broken too, so he couldn't even write.
What a horrible state to be in. You can't even communicate.
Do you think Hobart could have killed Albert?
It's horrible to say it, but I'm sure of it.
I'm more tempted to think it's the opposite.
How How did he disappear in the end? Did someone come for him?
That's what's most eerie about it all, Mr. Featherland. He simply disappeared. His door, which only I had a key for, was open.
Did anyone see anything?
No one. We interrogated the staff, even the patients. He simply vanished off the face of the wilderness. We don't know what happened to him.
Have to be someone pretty stealthy.
Unfortunately, I have a hunch. Thank you, Doctor. You've been a great help.
It could have been Zip, but I don't think... Would Zip be stealthy enough to pull off something like this?
Oh, well, I'm glad I could be of help. But please, I now must attend to my work.
We understand, Doctor. Thank you.
Alright. How did I do? 4. Decent. Albert Wessler disappeared. Alright. Well, I think it's time for us to... Is there anything we still need to ask Miranda? Or talk to?
Sorry, but I still can't believe it's really you.
Neither can we.
You can't imagine how wonderful it is that I can help you in one of your cases. Does this mean it will become a new book? And maybe I will be in it?
Miss, those books aren't really...
Don't even tell me. No. I don't want to know. Let it be a surprise instead.
Yeah, we're definitely not using real cases to write books. That would be very problematic.
No, I didn't mean...
Leave it to me, Sonny. I'm good at this. Thank you, miss. Your words are very flattering, and we are honored.
No, I thank you. I'll never forget this day.
We won't either, that's for sure.
We're happy to bring you joy, miss. Anytime.
Man. Marty has so much riz. So good. Okay. What do we still need to do? So, we don't have much left to ask Dr. Quetzal. Is there anywhere we still need to go? Some weird painting. Is there anything in here we're missing? Because the game is not letting me leave, that's the thing. So, let's have a look at the painting, actually.
This picture...
Well, it must have been made by one of the patients, so it's understandable.
It's the handiwork of our director. He's not only a
Oh.
scientist, but he's a great painter, too.
I see.
Well, it's lovely to have a hobby, right?
That's right, Marty.
Okay, that wasn't it. What else do we have to do? We asked about that. So we have another chat with Dr. Quetzal then.
That's quite shocking information.
I think you understand why we kept it a secret. If it wasn't for Mr. Wessler's demand, we'd never let any of our patients walk freely outside our institution.
Then the accident happened.
Accident? Ha! We didn't believe it, not for a second. After Albert came back to us, horribly mutilated, he was different.
Different how?
Oh, I think Quetzal is thinking the same thing we are.
If someone got one of his eyes poked out and his tongue torn out, he'd be different, but not like this. Albert was a different person.
Ba-da-da-da. Hey Fab, how's it going? It's going well.
We believe you, Doctor. So, can we take a look at Albert's
Let me give you a
cell?
quick shout out. Sorry for the music interruption. My other PC is being a bit of a problem.
I'd rather call it his room. Mr. Wessler lived in exceptional circumstances.
Oh, okay. Mix it up died for no reason. Okay, good to know. Give me a moment. I need to reinstall everything on that damn PC again, I feel. No. Most of it, at least. I think I'm gonna throw it out of the window at some point and just get a new one, because this one has been such a pain in the ass for a long time, unfortunately. But, there's gonna be a pain to get backups going. But, you know what? It's gonna be fine. There we go. Thank you. Thank you for giving Fab at least that shout out. That was very kind of you. But let me give you that one again, if it will work. Yes, there we go. I'm so good at this.
Thanks to the Wessler name, I guess.
Yes. Well, we try to make all of our patients stay as comfortable as possible, but Albert certainly enjoyed special favoritism.
Technology, huh? Yeah, technology is awful to deal with at times. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break here. Because I see the ads are coming up soon. Stick around with us for the conclusion as we continue our chicken adventures. Thank you for being here. I'll see you back, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Alright, let's go snoop around the room.
That's not going to bother anyone.
Alright,
Well,
where's the
that's,
room?
surprising.
Oh.
I've never seen a cell like this before, that's for sure. I wouldn't mind living here myself.
It seems that being a Wessler gets you privileges.
And a healthy dose of danger.
Mostly that, yeah. Let's take a good look around. I'm sure we'll find some answers here. I can almost smell them.
Can you smell that smelly smell?
Well, I smell paint, ink, plaster, some kind of oil, aging paper, slight smell of rat, and great expectations.
What the dickens?
Huh?
Unmistakable. Yeah.
This place is bad for you, pal. But if you've already jump-started your beak holes, then sniff out the solution.
I'm on it, Boss Bird.
Alright, let's have a look. So what do we have? We have the mural.
No way. Is this some kind of puzzle?
I don't think so. But we could still find something important here. A pattern, a sign, anything.
Okay, we can draw on it, so let me have a look again. I see there's numbers here, there's a lot of eyes, there's... That, I think, is a crude drawing of Natasha. Sounds like, wow. There's an infinity sign up here. Some symbolism. There's a cop car here. What am I looking for? Why can I draw on this? Maybe I'll have a look at the other stuff first. Okay, so we have a writing desk.
Identical twins. And looking at it, they may have easily loved the same woman. 2 men and 1 woman. Nothing good ever comes of that.
Well, I wouldn't say that exactly.
Of all the wild ones, Marty, please, stitch up your beak, okay?
Just use your imagination, old bird.
Alright. These are stamps. Some papers.
Scribbles, newspaper articles, study papers, poems. Perfect chaos.
Just like the troubled mind of a troubled fella.
Yeah, but there's still a kind of order in it. It's just too intricate for you to comprehend.
If you say so, boss.
Look at
Right.
that. A letter.
Okay. Let's have a look at the letter, shall we? Also the photograph.
Identical twins. And
Okay,
looking
it's a
at it,
picture.
they may have easily loved the same woman.
That's Natasha in the middle there. Okay, let's open the letter. I know I don't exist, but I'm not. You don't think about me. I think of you. I have become one with him. If you not. Okay, that does lend a lot of credence to the swap theory, right? That Albert killed his brother and replaced him.
Albert was madly in love with Natasha and would have done anything for her. I'm afraid he did exactly that.
Yep, looks
What
like
do
it.
you make of this?
Apart from the fact the guy was totally insane? I don't know. What should I?
That maybe we've been chasing the wrong person all this time, Marty.
What do you mean?
Everything will be revealed soon.
Why do you have to be so melodramatic all of a sudden?
If I'm right, this'll flip the whole case upside down.
What's that, Sonny? A blurb from some horrible novel?
I just have to think things through before I come to any hasty conclusions, Marty.
Ugh, you're killing me. So, what now? Where to?
Back to Clawville, where we can finally put all the pieces together.
You're driving me crazy. But all right, let's go home.
Okay, so there was nothing more to find in the...
Farewell, Miranda, dear. Lovely to meet you.
So, you'll remember my name?
I feel like there was probably something more to find in the... in that room, but we will never know.
Marty McChicken never forgets, ma'am.
Oh,
Furry gods. Let's go. Goodbye, miss. It was a pleasure.
goodbye, gentlemen. And happy investigating.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
If there's anything I can help you with, please just ask.
Yeah, you could show us the front door because we're leaving.
Thank you, Miranda. You've already helped enough.
Marty's such a bastard. Alright. Let's have a look. The cat with a hat and the orange drops. Yeah, okay, it doesn't look like we can go back. So we have to go back to the hotel. Alright.
Oh, I don't believe this. Those two again?
Take them out. My car won't last much longer.
Don't worry,
we're shooting.
Sonny. I was born to do this.
Alright, we're back to the shooties. Take the headlights out.
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake.
Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic?
Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow.
Okay, so they have bursts. Makes it a little easier to figure out what to do. Nope.
Are you blind or what? Where did you learn to shoot?
We're definitely putting a lot of dents in that car. Can I just shoot Gabriel instead? No, it doesn't seem like it. We really have to go for the car, huh? Alright, fair. Sorry, Santiago, your car is a little... Sonny, your car is a little fucked, but... Okay, we did it.
Whew. Well, that was close.
A little too close for my taste. And it only strengthens my belief. Wessler is desperate. He knows if we survive, he's done for.
Well, come on, what did you work out? Will you tell me already?
Sure. Let's put the picture together, piece by piece. Let's start from the beginning. So, we got a case.
Suspects. So probably Zip. What are we putting here? Okay. Oh. Not the photograph. The painting. The piece of the painting. Oh, Did we miss that? Did we find the painting made by... Because the painting behind the glass was... The painting in Natasha's house was intact, right? There wasn't a piece missing. So it must have been a different painting. Okay. Let's show
Natasha
them.
tried to show us the painting.
Okay. What are we doing? Yes.
And that painting would have shown us the way.
To... Ibn killed Albert? No. To the secret hideout of Albert Wessler. How far are you in the game? We're very close to the end, Fab.
To Ibn and Albert Wessler. Albert painted Natasha, so he met her on more than one occasion.
Mm-hmm. Which is...
Which made Albert... fall in love with Natasha. And on a fateful night, he killed his brother so he could take his place in secret and win Natasha's heart.
So it was the swap theory. Every single time when there's twins involved, it's always something like this. It's way longer than you expected. Yeah, it's been quite a lengthy game. I'm very happy for it.
So what happens now?
Well,
The inevitable, Marty. We're going to the Wessler mansion to confront Ibn with the facts.
who is not Ibn?
You mean Albert, right?
Yeah, exactly. And of course, Natasha.
But that doesn't change. Who is targeting Natasha? Or is that unrelated to the case?
Do you think she knew about it?
Something stinks, Marty. The whole case seems too intricate.
Either that, or it was a false flag. But why would you... No. I don't know.
Too many coincidences, right?
Bet.
Well, well, after 10 years, you did learn something, didn't you?
9.
You're right.
Huh.
What?
You just laughed, Sonny.
What? No, I snorted.
He's not that hard-boiled.
No, you laughed.
Ah, just leave it, Marty.
I'll be telling this to my grandchicks.
All right, pal, that's enough.
Okay. So, Albert fell madly in love with Natasha and decided to have her for himself.
And his best chance was to trade places with Ibn Wessler.
So that's why the torn out tongue.
Yeah, Ibn couldn't squeal even if he wanted to.
Okay, so Natasha obviously knows because of the painting.
What a diabolical plan.
More like insane.
But why the messages then? Why the threats? Albert got what he wanted. He could have got away with it.
This, exactly. Or because Natasha knows.
I'm not a psychologist, Marty, but remember what the doctor told us. Albert has a seriously injured mind and a split personality. I think his two identities were at war with each other.
So the messages were written by one of his personalities, consumed by jealousy?
Okay, that's really far-fetched, though. I can believe the swap, but that? No.
Something like that, Marty. But we can only learn the whole truth from him.
You're right. So, are we going or what?
We're going, Marty, to finally finish what we started.
Well, if there's anything you'd like to do before, do it now, boss. You won't have a chance later.
You're right, Marty. It's time to wrap everything up.
Why is Lewis here? Let's have a look. So, is there anything else we can still do? Okay, we can skip around for a bit, but... Alright, let's have a chat with Lewis.
Hey, Lewis. You weren't awake all night because of us, were ya?
Oh, we're at the hotel. Okay.
I've never been this excited, Sonny. Seriously, it is a great honor to be part of the team.
Why are you not stuttering anymore, huh?
What is it?
You, Lewis, you don't stutter anymore.
What?
Just now, you didn't stutter. Not even a little.
Oh, I must be exhausted. It happens sometimes.
You could see that St. Albert was so possessive, so when he learned of her past, it affected... Oh, maybe.
And it's back.
So, thanks again, Lewis. You always get us out of trouble.
Come on, boys. Don't even mention it. It is me who is grateful to be a part of an adventure of the chicken police.
Maybe the last one, too.
Sadly not, because there's a sequel. I'm sorry to ruin it.
Hey, Sonny. Don't spoil his mood. He's so cute.
Pardon?
Nothing. Nothing.
Alright. Ask. Can we ask Lewis? No. What's in the car?
I see we're ready.
You'll need a shotgun for this kind of deal, Marty. Maybe even that won't be enough.
Nothing to fear while Bertha's here. Even less because you're here too with Mr. Sinclair, of course.
Mr. Sinclair?
Should I cry?
That would be nice for a change.
What is Mr. Sinclair?
It's a little outdated, but I understand why you're so attached to it.
It can pierce the skin of a rhino, Marty, and the rust brings back memories. I'm a man of bad habits.
Ah, okay, keeping the old Magnum, huh?
You know, sometimes I feel like I'm one of your bad habits.
Rest assured, Marty, you are.
Damn. Okay, so we got the leather, the photo, the badge, the booze. Should we ask Marty about anything else? I think we've got most of Marty's opinions, right? Well, let's wrap it up, shall we? But except do we know where Wessler lives?
Did you forget anything, Sonny?
No, I just thought I'd take a look. Might be the last time.
You becoming sentimental?
Who knows? Maybe I am.
Oh, that's cute.
Should I say it?
I know, Sonny. I can still get out.
But you won't.
On the beak.
Thanks, pal.
Forget about it. I'd be bored to death otherwise.
Fair. Okay, can we go now? Or what am I missing? Nah, there's nothing here I need, right? So...
Abandon.
There.
Fun.
Yeah, I already did that. Okay. What are we looking for?
So, we're...
No, I was just thinking...
okay.
Don't even...
You're really becoming
One more...
I'm just checking because I don't think there's anything
don't
else
wanna-
that
I hope you just...
Of course I'm... You know, Sonny, when we entered the...
Deborah.
Yeah, her body. I called you every name in the book inside my head. I just had enough, you know? I wanted to quit.
What kept you with me? Was it just curiosity?
No. I just wanted to see your downfall, boss.
Holy
I
shit.
wanted to be there when you met your end, get humiliated or even shot.
Wow. Well, thanks for your honesty, Marty.
But then everything changed on the ship.
On the ship? Why there?
I don't know. Being tied up with you, waiting for certain death. I know I lashed out at you, but in truth, I felt there was no place I'd rather be. It was my place on that fucking burning ship with you, even if we both died there. Know what I mean?
Damn.
I think I do, Marty. I think I do.
So, I guess there's nowhere to go but forward, huh?
Nothing left to do but kill a rat. As the chicken police.
For the last time?
For the last clucking time, partner.
Swear?
I swear.
All right. Let's hit the road.
Oh, you got an achievement for that.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's not the painting because it's a painting of Natasha. Okay, there's not much more here to find. No. There's the message. No, there's nothing there. Okay, so there's not much more we want to do here. Go to the hot dog.
You know, Sonny, few places are as cozy as the hot dog at dawn.
You have a point.
The silence, the fog, the sunshine slowly devouring the sleeping city.
The smell.
Yeah, the Cobbler District has its own distinctive aroma, that's for sure. But wait, do you smell that?
It seems Zip is ready with the first batch of coffee.
That's waiting only for us, my friend.
Oh, Zip is gonna be really happy to see us.
Well, he's out. He's brave indeed, or an idiot.
They're often the same, Marty, and you should know.
So a little chat with Zip, shall we?
Hello, Zip. I see they kicked you out.
You know, Sonny. They told me I could stay in there for 48 hours if I wanted.
Well, maybe you should have done that.
Shit, I had enough. Fuck it. You understand? When you interrogated me, you opened my eyes. I don't give a shit about him, about Wessler and his henchmen. Let them come if they want. It's not gonna be easy for them. You can be sure of that.
That's the Zip we know and love.
Thanks, Marty. So, why are you here?
One last coffee before the end.
Are you going to get him?
We don't have a choice, Zip. We're grabbing the rat by the tail. No screwing around. No playing it nice.
Ah, I see Ibben's really got to you.
Just Sonny. I'm like this all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright. Not much we can do. Yep. Alright, let's have a look then. Do we really want to go have a chat with Bubo? Oh shit, they're both here. Alright.
Hey, Bubo.
Hello, old man.
Is he asleep?
But his eyes are open.
Bubo!
Hey, what is it? I wasn't sleeping.
You were something.
What the hell are you doing here, chickens?
Sonny wanted to say hi before he suffers an unpleasant death of lead poisoning later tonight.
Would you shut the clock up, Marty? You're not funny.
I am a little bit.
You're going to Wessler's, huh?
Bingo. We're gonna put an end to this madness.
I like how we're telling everyone what we're going to do, knowing that the only thing between them and Wessler is a phone call if they have his number.
Ooh. Or you're stirring up an even bigger madness, am I right?
Well, that's always a possibility.
Get yourself killed for all I care, but don't come here covered in blood, because I'm not gonna open the door for you, I swear.
Well, thanks for the support, old fart.
Don't mention it, you old gizzard.
You want to talk to Ursula? Yeah, sure.
No hard feelings?
What can I say, boys? I have a big, soft heart.
You sure do, Ursula.
Would you like a nice hot cup of tea?
No, thanks. We just came to say goodbye.
Why? You going somewhere? Traveling?
No, we're just visiting a nice place in the city.
Sonny's gonna die.
Shut up, Marty.
So it's a case. Well, be careful, boys. And I'm sorry I snapped at you the last time.
You don't need to say that, Ursula. We deserved it.
You're a good boy, Sonny. And Marty's a downright saint.
Oh, come on, Ursula. Stop that.
Alright, well, not much we can make of that. We can still go to Millen's.
Well, if we have anything else to ask the old beaver, this is the last chance.
Hey, don't steal my style.
Just learning from the best.
Let me give you some advice. Don't.
Have a chat with Mullins, shall we?
Hey, old man. Sun's not even up yet, and you're already open?
You know what's my secret, sonny boy?
What?
I never close.
That clever.
How can I help you, lads? I see you're gone somewhere.
Well, Sonny's going to die. I'm just wrapping up a delicate case.
Is Marty really going to say that to everyone?
So, you'll be off to the Wessler residency then?
You're sharp, old beaver.
Well, me dear lads, I'm glad I got to know you.
Hey, don't you start too.
That I'm just kidding.
Yeah, just pulling your leg. Alright. Let's
Does
ask.
the name Albert mean anything to you?
I know multiple Alberts, Sonny. Which one do you mean?
Albert Wessler.
I see you're in a funny mood, Sonny boy.
I'm not joking, Mullen, but I'm surprised there's something I know and you don't.
And who is this Albert, anyway? Ibn Wessler's hidden son, maybe?
Even better, my friend. His secret twin brother.
Oh, you've walked into trouble there.
I was hoping you could tell me something useful about him.
I can, Sonny boy. Avoid him. Avoid the whole Wessler family. Those who happen upon secrets that deep sink without a trace.
Well, I used to be a professional swimmer. Didn't you know?
No, I didn't.
I lied.
Okay. What does he know
What
about
do
the
you know
asylum?
about that asylum? What's it called?
Since there's only one of those around Clawville, I know which one you mean, Sonny. It's an ancient mansion, easily around 100 years old for sure. Or more. Well, what do you want to know about it anyway?
We actually just got out of there.
That explains everything.
Seriously, what do you know about it?
The place is self-sufficient in theory, but in reality, the Crown maintains it. No one knows the exact reason why, but according to gossip, they used to keep someone in there. Someone who was either part of the royal family or just very close to the fire. But who knows? Maybe it's just a legend.
Well, they say we're legends too, and we're standing right in front of you. Am I right?
What can I say then? This whole city is full of legends.
Right.
This Albert, he had to paint a picture of Natasha at his brother's request.
Let me guess. He fell in love with her.
Yeah, classic, huh? Then he killed his brother.
Why are we
and
telling
took
this
his
to
place.
everyone?
Yeah, well, that's a classic too. So, you're telling me who goes by Ibn Wessler is not really Ibn Wessler?
Exactly. He's Albert, a dangerous lunatic with multiple personality
Oh,
disorder.
okay. At least Sonny understands what's going on. But why are we telling this to everyone? What kind of cop are we?
Lads, I guess that Miss Marble's going to write another one of those novels about this.
Shit, actually, I realized I didn't find that many of those books.
You mean Meredith? Oh, that's just what we need.
Once you sold your soul, it's too late to cry about it, sonny boy.
That's what I keep telling him.
Right. What about
Do you know
Quetzal?
Dr. Quetzal?
Do you mean Professor Quetzalcoatlus? Yeah, now you laugh at this, but we went to university together.
Oh, damn. Are you that old?
You did what?
Do I not look the type to you?
No, well, I didn't mean that. I just didn't know you went to university.
We are not a cop. We've been suspended, so we get to gossip. True.
I studied psychology, sonny, only I forgot to graduate. That's when my father died.
Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, Mullen.
So that's why you know the animals so well.
No, I know them well because I have a newspaper stand and I talk to hundreds of animals each day. And I listen to the everyday problems of almost all of them. There's no better lesson in animal studies.
Classic one, Marty. He's like, oh, you study psychology. Do you know what I'm thinking? No, not really, but I've spoken to you so many times before that I have a pretty good idea.
You surprise me every time, old beaver. And what do you know about him? Can he be trusted?
You're afraid he screwed you. He looks like a terribly dishonest snake, but don't let your prejudices overshadow what your wattle tells you. Quetzal's one of the kindest-hearted and most honest animals I've ever known.
That's good to know, Uncle Mullen. Or rather, Professor Mullen.
Hey, don't get cocky with me, little chickie.
Right. So, the residency.
What do you know about the Wessler mansion, Uncle Mullen?
That if you're about to go there, bring a tank with you. Or two.
Dangerous, you mean?
Dangerous? It's a fortress, so it is. Giant walls, watchtowers, and of course, Wessler's hired thugs are waiting for you there.
Yeah, sounds great.
It's a beautiful place, I must admit. At least you'll kick the bucket with mouths hanging open in wonder.
That's something.
Good attitude, my lad. Keep it.
Alright, well... We've done the tour, but where is the residency? Do we know where it is? Is there anyone who can tell us where it is? Nah, that's not it. New PNG? Hey, welcome in, Blobby. No, it's a rework of an old PNG, but I'm using it because it's very topical for the game. I hope you're doing good, Blobby. Let me give you a quick shout out. 1 second. Oh, never mind. No is on the case. No, that doesn't show it. How do we get there? What am I missing? Hey Josh, welcome in. How's it going? You're just about to see the ending of the game. We're about to go confront the Westlers. No, that's not it either. The letter.
Since Wendy.
No, that's not.
No, we're not interested in your car. Okay, but... how do we get to... Is game good or is it all style? It's both. It's really good. I'm having a very good time with it. Okay, I'm just having a little look. See? I'm trying to think. Ah. It's a bit of a late night of me. Happy to catch it. Same. I'm glad you're here, Blobby. But if you need to get some rest, please do so. Let's have a chat again with Marty, shall we?
You know, pulling the trigger was the toughest decision of my life.
You mean when you shot me?
Oh, shit. Just the cock jokes? No, there's surprisingly little of them.
Yeah.
But it wasn't hard, because you thought you'd kill me.
Not at all, Sonny. I knew you'd survive. I wanted it to be a permanent injury and hurt like clucking hell. But I knew that everything would change from then on.
That something was gonna break between us?
Yeah. And that I was never gonna be the same either. With that shot, I also gunned down who I was, you know?
It really did hurt like hell.
I know.
I almost bled to death.
Shit.
Almost was the goal.
And? Did you manage to forgive me since then?
Well, what hurt me wasn't what you did. I mean, of course it did, but what hurt the most was you not trusting me. That you didn't believe me.
Not until you pulled the trigger. At that moment, I knew you were right. Ah, cluck.
Yeah, pluck. All right, enough sentimental crap. We have an insane rat waiting to be put behind bars, and a woman you gotta get.
What?
Come on, Sonny. Even a blind bat can see it.
Oh, well, cluck again.
Yep.
Alright, let's go. Why can I not seem to go to Wessler's residence? Do I have to talk to Marty again?
You didn't have the chance to tell me what happened to your brother.
Your brother?
He left Clawville, and I haven't talked to him since.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I received an unexpected letter 2 weeks ago from the Sura province. Someone dropped it off at my door.
Was it him?
He wrote the letter, that's for sure. I could smell the jungle when I opened it. But whether he was the one who delivered it, I don't know.
Have you tried to find him?
He'll find me if he wants to, Sonny. I know he's not guilty, and that's enough.
If I remember well, he's never talked about his brother before. That's interesting.
But he's still wanted in Clawville, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry for playing a part in all of this.
I know, Sonny. The past is the past.
Okay, so that's the case that drove the chicken police apart. I see.
You know, you've truly changed, Marty. You tried to hide it, but you've changed.
Thanks, boss.
Just, don't call me boss, okay? We're partners.
That's really late to stop calling you boss. Alright. Can we go there now? What am I... What am I missing? Where is the... I mean, we know that we have to go to that residency, but why can't we seem to go? Nah, this is all very interesting, but I would like to know why I'm not able to... Why am I not able to go to the actual residency? Do I have to talk to Marty again?
I've also forgiven you, you know?
I don't remember asking for it.
I'm not mad anymore.
Blow me, Sonny. You always have to have the last word?
Of course not. I've also forgiven you.
No, okay, we already did that. Why am I not able to go to the residency? Because now we've already told everyone that we're going there, so... What am I doing wrong here? Give me 2 seconds, I'm gonna have a look. Because... What am I doing wrong? Just having a quick look, because obviously I don't want to get stuck on this whole thing. Sorry for this. Do we have to go talk to Lewis? I mean, we still can. Can we? If we go back to the hotel. No, we're inside now. Okay, that's not gonna do it. God damn it, how do I... Why am I not able to go to the residency? Oh, I'm really afraid to reload the game as well. Was there a hint somewhere? No. Okay, I'm having a quick look because some other people seem to be having the... Oh. Let's see.
Look, Sonny, I think if we go now,
I'm still thinking about it, Marty.
There we go. Okay. Alright, here we go.
The sun was shining, and all the ducks were in a row. I felt ready. The pieces of the grand puzzle were laid out on the table. I just needed to piece them all together. A revealing glance or a careless word, and I'd have the answer. I knew we were in the right place. I knew it was nearly over.
You have to forgive me, that's my weakness. I don't play these games a lot.
Natasha really just a victim? Or did she know everything? Was she controlling the puppets from behind the curtain?
I would
Well,
be pretty
if you don't know where to
devious.
go straight ahead. What could possibly go wrong?
It'll be fine.
Here I am, Natasha.
All right, let's
I
go.
hope you're waiting for me.
Furry gods. I knew he was rich, but wow.
Half the city is in his hands, Marty, and half the Council of 12.
I think we'll catch a big fish today.
Don't count your chickens. I'm sure Wessler's expecting us, and Natasha too, I hope.
You hope?
If I'm right, she could be our only chance of survival.
Lovely prospects, huh?
I've had worse.
Really?
Nice car, the entrance. A rat night. Alright, let's go have a look, shall we?
Hey, not so fast, chickens.
Oh, fuck, it's you two again.
Please excuse my partner. He didn't mean to be rude, it's just his terrible habits. As you may already know.
His terrible habits of trying to give us lead poisoning. Fuck it, let's have a chat, shall we?
Ah, look what the cat dragged in.
Funny, I don't recognize them.
Well, maybe if they had some guns with them? Tommy guns?
Oh yeah, now I remember. The two suckers in the luxury van you shot to pieces. Twice.
Exactly.
What are you doing here, chickens? Would you like us to finish what we started?
We'd love to have fun with you boys, but we need to talk to your boss. And while we're at it, the lady of the house is also
I
expecting.
like how we think we could just walk in.
Is that so?
Yeah, that's so horny.
Damn.
In that case, I guess there's no reason for us to waste your precious time. Isn't that right, Gabriel? Get the hell out of our sights while there are still feathers on your skin, chickens.
Easy, pal. We're not even here anymore. Until next time, boys.
Alright, let's go in.
This must lead to Wessler and Natasha's suite.
Oh, I think that's Olivia there.
Let's get the big guns out and kick the door down.
No need for that, Marty. We'll wait until they invite us in, like real gentlemen. Then maybe we'll need the guns. But I hope it won't come to that.
Oh, my trigger finger's itching, Sonny. Someone's gotta pay.
Relax, Marty. Someone is gonna pay. Tonight.
Yeah, just don't let it be us.
Alright. Oh, let's have a chat.
Ah, what a pleasant surprise. Hello, Olivia. Sweetie.
Get lost.
What did you say, ma'am?
Turn around and get the hell out of here now, if you want to make it out with feathers intact.
Come on, Olivia. Don't worry about us. We know what we're doing.
Martin. Huh? Don't you get it? You have to get out of here or you'll be in danger, and also her.
Do you mean Natasha? Please calm down, miss. We have to talk to Mr. Wessler and Miss Catzenko.
You really don't understand, do you?
Alright. You want off to work? You gonna drop by?
What do they not understand, Olivia?
Have a good one, Stratos. Alright.
So, what is it exactly that our guests don't understand?
I was trying to tell the detectives that Mr. Wessler's very tired and doesn't welcome guests this early. He gets rather irate if he's being disturbed at this hour.
I'm sure Mr. Featherland and Mr. McChicken can wait here while Ibn refreshes himself. I'll entertain them until then.
Hope you have a good game. Thank you. There's not much game left, I think. But I appreciate it.
Thank you, Miss Catzenko.
Please, Sonny. I thought we've already discussed this. Call me Natasha.
Please, Natasha, can we talk to you in private?
Martin?
It's all right, Olivia. These gentlemen are my friends.
Yes, Miss Catzenko.
Alright, let's have a little chat,
The
shall we?
truth is, Ibn isn't really in a good shape today, gentlemen. He's rather furious. Are you sure this can't wait?
You commissioned us, Natasha, and we barely escaped with our combs intact.
So you know who left the threats?
Oh, we know much more than that, Natasha. We even know where you used to work. We talked to Madame Zavas.
Wild gods.
Why didn't you tell us?
Do you think it's easy for a woman to talk about such things? That she used to be an escort?
Along with Molly?
So you know.
Yeah, I know, Natasha. I also know all of this was a trap.
Believe me, I tried to handle things the least painfully I could. You weren't even supposed to know.
A lot shouldn't have happened. Poor Deborah shouldn't have had to die.
Dear sweet Deborah.
Cold, stiff Deborah.
Please don't say that.
A price worth paying?
You cannot think I had anything to do with that. You just cannot.
I don't know, Natasha.
Please, Sonny, tell me, what is going on?
You have to know, right?
Please.
Excuse me for making you wait, detectives. I'm having a rough morning after a long night.
Is that so? Our night was also kinda long.
Alright, the confrontation.
To put it mildly.
I was just telling the gentlemen that you were exhausted, my dear, and they should come back another time. I'll escort them out.
Oh, honey, no need for that. My door's always open to the legendary chicken police. Please, come on in, guys. Let's talk in my room.
The one that's trapped, the one where you have 5 of your guys waiting on the inside? Yeah, sure. That room.
Then this way, please.
You just stay here, my darling. I'm sure our conversation will bore you to death. Please, go and refresh yourself, or tell Olivia to go make some coffee.
Yep, it's a trap.
Yes, dear. Whatever you like.
Please, follow me, gents.
Lead on, Wessler. So long, sweetheart.
Goodbye.
Alright. Well, let's get shot at, shall we? Oh, we're not.
So, what do you want to know?
That's the painting he made, by the way.
Eventful few days.
Oh, you have rather good informants.
Yeah, that's true. I should tell you, I see and hear everything that happens in the city. And you are exceptionally resilient. No offense.
Okay, that's as much of an admission as any.
None taken. But tell me, are we gonna flatter each other for a long time, or are we finally done with the courting?
Straight to the point. I like it. Yeah, so let's continue like that, shall we? What do you want? How dare you intrude upon me in my own house?
Oh, forgive us. Our moral compass has been confused a little bit after someone tried to kill us several times in the last 48 hours. With fire, with machine guns. I could go on.
And while we're at it, you could answer some of our questions. If you've nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear.
And then we'll just leave you alone.
All right. I'll go along with your childish little game. I would have had a long and tedious day ahead of me anyway. So, can we start?
With pleasure, Mr. Wessler.
Alright. The painting's ripped. Yep, that piece is missing. That's where it's from. Let's ask about Natasha first.
I have no idea what she sees in you, but Natasha's been seriously worried about you.
Yeah, she, really worries more than usual, but it's understandable. Those disgusting messages.
Disgusting, all right. Do you know why that word exactly? Why did they write that specific word everywhere?
Since you've been to the Nile, I guess you know the answer to your question.
Didn't it bother you, Wessler, what Natasha used to do? Surely it must have upset you.
Why? Did it upset you when you discovered your wife did the same thing?
Ouch. But also true.
What did you just say?
What did you think, chicken? That I didn't know? Yeah, don't make me laugh. I know about everyone who ever set foot in that place. I can even tell you who Molly's regulars were, if you're interested.
You know, telling everything to our acquaintances means even if we die, the truth will be known. Well, if our acquaintances, either A, don't end up in a ditch themselves, and B, if we believe, if they get believed, because that's quite the accusation, right?
You son of a bitch.
Sonny, don't.
Yes, detective?
Not yet.
You're right, Marty. It's not worth it.
You're funny, you know that?
Screw you too.
About the painting.
Yeah. My brother Albert made it. He's a great talent, but, still, he's a rather troubled individual.
And you're a pretty troubled liar.
Such self-criticism.
What did you say?
My partner means that you and your brother are very much alike. Identical twins, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed. But, what does that have to do with the painting?
We'll get to that. Don't worry, Mr. Wessler. So Albert made the painting at your request, is that right? And the one that's in Natasha's room in the Tsar, too.
Yeah, exactly. Is that a crime?
No, it's not a crime in itself.
But
This picture, it's rather strange, you know?
Why do you think so? It's just me, Natasha, and my brother.
I'm probably going to be hitting a bunch of snoozes on this one because we're very close to the end of the game.
The photo doesn't tell much in itself, yes. But if you already have the right information, suddenly it starts to talk.
Really?
He fell in love with her, didn't he?
Who'd you mean?
Albert, of course. He fell in love with Natasha. All those sessions while he was painting the pictures. Were you there every time?
You mean, me?
You.
No. I mean, while Albert was painting, yeah, but I wasn't there all the time. Albert was there, all along.
And you think he could have fallen in love with Natasha? That's why he escaped? What do you think happened to him? Who tore out his tongue?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Did Natasha know about what happened to your brother?
No, of course not.
Do you love beautiful things, Wessler?
Why do you ask that? Yeah, of course.
You were afraid of losing her, weren't you? To him.
Stop. Enough. If you want to ask something, ask clearly. Don't play with me. You understand?
We're just doing our job.
Then do it clearly and quickly. Yeah, I'm really starting to lose my patience.
Alright. So what do you make of this letter?
We visited Albert's cell and found something he seems to have forgotten to take with him in his great hurry.
That's a big mistake.
A classic, even.
What the hell are you babbling about?
This is Albert Wessler's love letter to Natasha.
More like a confession.
In which he tells her he's capable of doing anything for her. Even the most horrible thing.
We have some good evidence.
Yeah, this letter doesn't prove anything at all. Albert is mad. Insane. He's not normal. No one would believe his word, don't you understand?
But they believe yours, right? Because you're not Albert Wessler. You're Hobart Ibn Wessler, aren't you? How good it feels to be in his skin.
How dare you?
Just tell him, Sonny. I'm getting tired of this.
You're just a cheap fake, Albert. You couldn't follow in your brother's footsteps even if you wanted to. No matter how hard you tried, you couldn't get Natasha either. Am I right?
Ouch.
What? What did you just say?
She hates you, doesn't she? She doesn't know. She doesn't understand why. But she hates you. It's instinctive.
Yeah, what do you know? What could you possibly know about suffering and loneliness and the darkness? What could you know about hate, huh?
Uh-oh. Okay, we gotta pry it out of him. Or he just pulls a gun. Of course.
Albert is an imposter. He's not who he says he is, and might not even know who he really is. I have to concentrate on this first, to soften him up. And to avoid us being shot in the gizzard, of course.
Well, we're in a tight spot.
What were you thinking, Albert? How long did you think you could keep it up?
Until the end of my life, if needs. Yeah, I cared about nothing except for her to love me. Not for who Ibn was, but for who I am.
Why did you think that would happen? Everybody noticed the change.
Yeah, I knew it would be hard, Santino. But I also knew animals see what they want to see. I didn't have to behave like Ibn. They only had to believe I'm him.
I mean, that's pretty antagonizing, but if he is a manipulator...
You wanted to wrap everyone around your dirty little fingers, didn't you?
I couldn't involve anyone. You have to understand. No one besides myself, of course.
So, you included yourself in the plan. And did you agree with you?
Do you think it's funny, Santino? The position I'm in? Do you think I did it for power?
You wanted to rule over something, didn't you? Especially over Natasha.
I wanted to rule my fate. My actions, my will, myself. And yeah, then over everyone else who ever did me wrong, or who I once loved.
Such selflessness.
Selflessness? Yeah, don't make fun of yourself, Sonny. Selflessness is the refuge of the weak and cowardly. Yeah, tell me, did you act out of selflessness when you decided to involve your partner in all this?
No, Mr. Wessler, but it's not about me.
You see? You two are just hypocrites, pathetic statues. But under your stone skids, yeah, you're nothing but rotting corpses.
Have you ever thought that maybe you should have become a psychologist?
Yeah, you won't be laughing for long, Santino. I guarantee it.
I didn't like that one. Why did you have to mutilate them? That is a good question. It's kind of nasty.
Did you ever believe that you were Ibn Wessler?
Did I ever believe? I still do. I believed it all along. Don't you get it? I am Ibn Wessler.
And also, Albert Wessler.
I see you're starting to understand.
So you feel you're two people at the same time, even now?
Does it sound crazy? Maybe it is. But Ibn lives inside me. Sometimes he's even stronger than Albert ever was.
Do you think you can avoid the gas chamber with this, Albert?
I don't have to avoid anything, Sonny. You and your friend, will never leave this place. It's better if you start getting used to the thought.
You're not the cold-blooded killer you'd like to think you are.
Yeah, do you think so? Try me, detective.
What would you have done if Natasha
Let's try go
found
for this
out?
angle.
Kill her, too?
You know what? Maybe yeah. Maybe I would have ended myself too.
Damn. I'm sorry for the heavy themes, everyone.
Narcissistic pricks like you never commit suicide, Albert.
Yeah. Are you sure you want to insult someone who's pointing a revolver at your stomach, detective?
Yeah, that was really bad.
That was your plan. Take his place.
Oh,
and
fuck,
live
it's shaking
happily
now.
ever after.
Why? Isn't it good enough of a plan, Mr. Featherland? It was perfect, even in its imperfection.
Which is?
Ibn's ghost.
His what?
Please don't take it literally, Mr. Chicken. I'm not talking about spirits. When Ibn died, I didn't just take his place, but also his role. He himself, his essence, if you will. Yeah, though I guess that's too much for you to understand.
So you mean Ibn's here with us even now?
He was here all along. Don't you get it? I am Hobart Ibn Wessler.
I must get serious, because looking at the gun in Wessler's trembling hand, I'm afraid I don't have much time. Albert is a cruel psychopath, but maybe I can turn that cruelty against him. When was the moment you decided to kill him, Albert?
Damn.
When I drew the last stroke on that fatal painting, Mr. Featherland. When I glanced at it for the last time, and then at Natasha, who was shivering under the weight of my gaze.
You simply fell in love with her? End of story?
Not in the slightest, Mr. Featherland. Love is, just chemistry. What I felt was more than that.
Everybody thinks that, Albert. But we all feel the same. We're just fools.
No, Mr. Featherland. Not at all. At that moment, I knew what I was gonna do. I knew that the world was coming to an end if I didn't do it. It implodes on itself and ceases to exist. I couldn't let that happen. I couldn't.
Let him have her, right? You simply wanted her for yourself.
How selfish.
I wanted her for ourselves, Sonny. I was him by then. He just didn't know it yet.
Oh. That might be a very dangerous question to ask. Why you got thrown up. Maybe this is a little smarter.
You enjoyed leading everyone by the nose, didn't you?
Do you think this was just some megalomaniac power play on my part? Some kind of race with myself? Not in the slightest.
Don't expect me to feel sorry for you.
On the contrary, Sonny. Your kind can't even comprehend what I've been through. That way, you can't understand the reasons behind my decisions either.
You know what? Maybe it's better this way. I'll sleep better, that's for sure.
If you're going to sleep, that will be your big sleep, chicken.
Are you so sure about that, Wessler?
Alright. Now we're gonna twist the knife.
If you loved Natasha so much, how could you lie to her all along?
We lie the most to those we truly love, Santino. Isn't that right?
It shouldn't be that way.
You mean your wife, don't you? See? That's how it goes. We lie because we don't want to cause even more hurt.
What you did, Wessler, is nothing like Molly or me. What you did was out of simple selfishness and cowardice.
Watch what you're spitting out that dirty beak of yours, Santino.
I'm not afraid of you, Wessler. You'd better get that into your small little rat brain.
Classic mistake, Mr. Featherland.
I'm very close to breaking him. But if I'm too hard on him, I could quickly be signing my death warrant. It's time to dig a little bit deeper and uncover Wessler's wounds.
Yes, of course, we have all the time for little soul digging. Okay, I'm not gonna ask him to shoot himself. That seems like a terrible idea. Let's try go with the Natasha angle still.
Natasha was kind to you, right? Too kind.
Natasha was, simply amazing, gentle, kind, lively, but still so, distant.
Oh, he's tweaking a little. That's not a good sign.
You're telling me.
It's like she was from another world. A world where everything's full of charm and grace and everything's fragile and delicate. Do you understand?
I think I do, yes.
God damn it, Sonny.
I knew Albert's touch would harm her. Albert is rough. Albert can't keep such a delicate thing in his arms.
That's why you had to become Ibn, am I right?
I didn't take Ibn's place, Mr. Featherland. I became one with him, can't you see? It's the only way I could comprehend and accept the miracle that was Natasha.
Was?
I think I've corrupted her. She's not that gentle and pure creature I painted on the canvas anymore. I ruined her. She became rotten under my hands.
Maybe it's not too late to tell the truth.
Maybe it's not too late, Albert. Tell her the truth and end this.
No. You can't understand this. She can't either. I killed Ibn, but he also killed me. Can't you see? We're nothing without each other.
You can't be two people at the same time, Albert. Nobody can bear the weight of the sins of two souls.
Ibn loved her. I admired her. Ibn was crazy about her. I've been crazy for a long time. Ibn idolized her, and I hated her. And if there's anything more blind, more devoted, more extreme, and more true than love, it could only be hate, Mr. Featherland. It's an endlessly exciting, thrilling, and warm feeling. And infinitely red. Just like love.
Okay, that 100% proves that Wessler was the one behind all the original threats.
You know you're not going to be able to go through with it, right? That you won't be able to carry the weight. But you still did it. Why?
Yeah, if I didn't kill him and become one with him, Albert would have died, Mr. Featherland.
And the threats? Which one of you was that? Albert or Ibn? Who wrote them? And which one of you killed Deborah?
In my world, Ibn and I are inseparable. Just like love and hate are one and the same. And I hate Natasha so much that I could destroy myself along with her, just so she would die with me. Are you familiar with this feeling, Mr. Featherland?
More than life itself.
You see? We're not so different after all.
We're not so different, Spider-Man.
You and I have nothing in common, Wessler. You know why?
Why, Mr. Featherland?
Because if I were in your shoes, I would have pulled the trigger a long time ago.
Goodbye, Sonny.
So long, Albert.
Boom. Okay, that was kind of bad, but we didn't take a bullet, so it was fine. Ish. Are you just gonna stare the guy down until he drops the gun, or? Oh, what a gaze. No, he... Oh, shit. Oh, no. Wait. Well, shit.
So, you heard everything.
I heard everything.
I'm sorry you had to find out like this.
And thank you. If it weren't for you...
Yes, both of you would be dead, I know. But believe me, I still thought carefully before firing.
About who to target?
You know, I truly loved Ibn.
But this man wasn't him. You felt it, didn't you?
Maybe I even knew it. I don't know. But I still can't believe it.
It won't be easy to process for any of us.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. And regarding Molly...
The cops. But how? How do they know?
I have no idea, Marty.
Do not look at me. I did not call them.
Olivia?
Don't worry, Natasha. They won't lay a finger on you. I promise.
Yeah, of course Olivia would have called the cops. That makes perfect sense.
Please, Sonny. You don't need to worry about me.
I don't want to be rude, Sonny, but I'm more worried about us than her. Hello, boss.
Hello, boys.
Before you say anything, we can explain.
No need for that, Santino. Monica already told me everything.
God damn it!
Monica?
Hey, boys. What were you thinking? That I would just let you get killed without saying goodbye?
Thanks, Mon. Should we say we owe you one?
You know already, boys. Shoes are my weakness.
Hey, mine too.
Of all that's furry, we don't want to hear that. And boys...
Yes, boss?
Don't believe you'll get away with it so easily. I want a report on my desk from both of you with all the details. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It'll all make sense, believe us. Right after I figure out myself what the hell just happened.
What Marty's trying to tell you is that we had good reason to investigate outside the law. But we're sorry.
What happened to you, Sonny? You're sorry? Did you hit your head?
Why does everybody keep asking that?
Why indeed?
So, can we go now, boss? Without getting handcuffed?
Don't give me ideas, Santino.
Thanks, boss.
Alright. Oh, fucking Timothy is here too. Alright, we did it. Well, we still have a little bit of asking around to do, so I suppose we'll go ask around a little bit just after the break and then wrap up everything. So thank you so much for being here. I will see you in a brief moment, alright? Yeah, we did it! Well, it kind of sucked that we almost got shot and then Albert got shot. But such is life. Anyway, I'll be back in a brief moment, right? Welcome back, everyone. I'm sorry I was muted. And also, Sonny, what the fuck are you doing?
Yes, I know where to find you.
See you around, sweetheart.
Ma'am?
Goodbye, detectives.
Oh. Alright, let's talk to Blood Boil.
What? Are you waiting for me to change my mind?
No, sir.
Then stop pecking around here.
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here.
Thanks again, Mon. If not for you, those fur heads would have put holes in us.
No wonder, since you put holes in their boss.
Well, actually, that wasn't us.
Then who was it?
Natasha.
Really? I wouldn't have thought it of her. It's a pleasant surprise.
It was for us too, believe me.
Alright. What do you got, Tim?
How the hell did you find your way here, Tim? Always where the trouble is.
Sometimes I think you're the criminal mastermind behind all the dark dealings in this city.
I wish.
I wish too, because then we could legally throw you in jail.
I love your sense of humor, Sonny.
I wasn't joking.
So, where did you get the scoop?
Are you kidding me? The whole city's talking about you. You've left quite the mess behind.
Sonny, I knew it was a horrible idea to tell everyone what we're going to do.
That I admit.
Well, it's a miracle that all of the city's smear sheet journalists aren't here already. Oh, while we're at it, will you give me an exclusive interview?
Pluck off, Tim.
Hey!
Fine. So what's left for us? Just talking to Natasha again.
And what about you, Sonny?
I'll go home and sleep. Maybe for 3 days. I'll try to forget.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. If there's anything I can do.
I'm not sorry, Natasha. It's better this way. We find out painful truths, but at least we see clearly now, don't we?
Yes, I think you're right.
Look, guys, we're going to the Mafia boss hideout. Reporter appears. It's surprised Pikachu.
Santino, you're doing...
No, sir.
Then get the fuck...
Okay, we should go.
How did you know we were here?
I always pay attention, Sonny. And because I know you like you are my own nestlings.
No, I love it when you say pretty little things like that.
Don't get used to it, Marty.
You talk to Natasha again?
Thank you.
We thank you, Natasha. You saved our lives.
But it was also me who endangered you in the first place, right?
Well, I won't argue about that.
Thank you.
We thank you.
No, we already got that.
Just one quote, guys. They say you've taken down the whole Wessler empire. They say...
I say you're full of shit, Tim, and you can quote me on that.
Beautiful. All right, well, what is there left to do? We have to get out of here, but is it really over?
Santino.
No, not it. Oh, everyone's here. All right, let's have a chat with them as well, shall we? Hey, buddy.
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen?
We're honestly very sorry it had to end like this.
Yeah, this peacefully.
For myself, I'm glad, gentlemen. I would have sincerely regretted it if we had to shoot both of you, but unfortunately, that seemed to be the only solution to this, rather nasty situation. Fortunately...
Don't think we'll be behind bars for long, chickens. Wessler may be dead, but his empire still won't crumble.
Oh, look at that. He can talk.
In complex sentences, too.
Yeah, or something like that.
Amazing.
Let's talk to... Let's have a chat again.
I hope we'll meet again, gentlemen.
So do I, Shakespeare. And while you're sitting in your cell, you could teach your famous manners to your friend, too.
Maybe I will, Mr. Featherland.
I certainly hope so, pal.
What a polite goon.
You're a good boy, Bosco. Nice work.
You know, folks, somebody's gotta take care of the real police work while you're tearing up the city.
Sorry for the mess, Bosco, but you know us.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do.
How did you catch them? After the gunshot, I was sure these two would show up. They have a habit of doing that.
They were already in cuffs before then, Sonny. We had the house surrounded. If you could have hung on, maybe nobody would have died.
Hey, a second longer and it would have been us.
That's your story?
Cluck you sideways, Bosco.
Let's try again.
Nice catch, Bosco. You can mount them on your wall as trophies.
Yeah, I wish I could, Sonny.
Let's talk to Olivia.
Hey, Olivia.
Marty?
I just, wanted to thank you.
For what exactly?
For trying to save us.
I didn't do it only for you, believe me. I loved my job while I had it. Now my employer's dead, so I don't have a job anymore.
I didn't even think of that.
Of course you didn't.
Can I do anything to help?
I think I'll manage. I always do.
If there's anything at all.
Thank you, Martin. There's no need for that.
Alright. Not much else to be said, I believe. Oh, Filmar is here too. Oh, hello.
You? What are you doing here?
I was just driving around. You know.
Trying to feed your grandpa? So? Was it a case? Were you, maybe investigating us?
What can I say, Sonny? Am I busted?
Did someone hire you to follow us?
I just had to keep an eye on you and not get involved. That's all. I admit there were a couple of crazy situations when it was hard not to.
But you managed somehow, right?
A professional's a professional, my friend.
Yeah, thanks. So you won't tell us who hired you, whatever we do?
Unfortunately, I can't, my friend. I made a promise.
You and your promises.
Some people still take them seriously.
You're a real piece of guano. You know that?
Of course. I've learned everything from you, you old fart.
I think I have an idea who hired you, Phil.
Hey, stop it right there. I don't want to know who you think.
Oh, are you afraid your reaction would give you away?
You wish, pal.
Alright.
Huh, one of
Wessler's and...
Okay, that's not it either.
So, here they are, ladies and gentlemen. The Chicken Police, in the flesh.
Damn it, Tim, drop it and cluck off.
Oh, no, boys. This time, you deserve it.
Ah, you bastard, you know how much we hate this?
What the cluck did you say, boss?
Stand up straight and try to look like someone who's glad to be alive.
Yes, sir, we'll try.
Ooh, attention Chicken Police, say cheese.
Is he really standing in the pig with the gun? Of course he is. Oh, it said that Catzenko is missing, so she escaped. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, well, that was quite the adventure. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. I thought it was a really good game. That is quite unfortunate, the extinction, yeah. So yeah, I thought that was really good. It was quite the twist. I'm not really sure. That timeline on the left is very cool, though. They were. You look on top right, you can see they're based on real posters, on real movies.
Keeps me turning back. I'm tired of being sane. Always still lying in my bed. All the corners out dead inside. The whole world goes to black and white. The moon is falling. I hear you calling. My city is on fire. I hear a bang and my heart beats skips. Rock hard knuckles and easy checks. Where are you, baby? I'm still your lady. I'm gonna burn you down. I try to run away, but my soul keeps me turning back. I'm tired of being
Special thanks to fucking Miyazaki. Really? Oh, Sunny and Dr. Quetzal were voiced by the same person? Damn, that's impressive.
It's dead.
Yeah, I've had a really good time. I thought it was very well made. I didn't think it was especially to be continued. Yeah, no, there's a sequel. We know.
Natasha,
You were expecting me, weren't you?
I wouldn't say that, but I'm not surprised.
I just wanted to talk to you.
About what exactly?
You know very well.
What do you think, Natasha? Why didn't she tell me?
Because she loved you.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, she may have never left the place. Perhaps she'd still be there.
Ah, sheep shit.
We used to dream about falling in love with a nice man who comes and saves us someday. A knight in shining armor. You know, like in the fairy tales.
And how did that work out for you?
She fell in love with a good guy. I didn't. I envy her.
I'm not that good guy, Natasha. But if it's any consolation, she could have found him. Maybe she's living with him right now. Somewhere on the other side of the world.
Well, goodbye, Sonny.
So long, sweetheart. Hey, Natasha, you have a light? I've been trying to smoke this sorry-ass cig all day. It's driving me crazy.
Maybe you don't really need it.
Maybe you're right. Maybe.
Nice. Very sneaky.